Welcome back, guys. Thanks for joining me for another beer review. In this one we are taking a look at the first beer from Bramhall Backroom Brewery. Anyone that watches this channel knows I went to Manchester with Simo, met up with Rob and that. We all done a bit of a beer swap, and yeah, I'm going to take a look at the first beer that Rob gave us. Now, if you know Rob, if you don't know Rob, for a start, sub to Bramhall Backroom Brewery. Lovely bloke, it really is. And you know, well, if I'm honest, I don't really know much about his channel, so it sounds a bit bad, but I know a lot of people sub to him. He's done collaborations with breweries, so the bloke knows what he's doing. He clearly knows what he's doing. I've spent a lot of time over this last week sort of having chats to him and that, and even on the Saturday night. And yeah, I mean, I come in here, I do the beer reviews and I talk shit and what have you. That guy knows what he's doing, so go and check out his channel. Like I said, if you're into homebrew, that's going to be ideal. If you're just into beer, go and check him out. But yeah, we are taking a look at the first beer that he gave me. Well, not the first beer, but the first one out of the two that he gave me. So yeah, it's called Zues Juice, and it's coming in at 6.2%. I'm guessing this is about a 330ml bottle, though I could be wrong. It is a chili and lime pilsner, which is very interesting. Speaking to him before, literally I've finished the conversation with him and I've gone in the fridge to get the beer out. I was having a good chat with him about how much it costs and this, that and the other, and he's told me by the time he bought the stuff it was 40p for a 330ml bottle roughly, but that was excluding his labour, his electricity. So I don't know, he brews in small batches. This was a 5 litre batch, so that isn't massive. It's not even the size of the pinter that I brew in, so it is a small batch, but it's coming in at about 40p a bottle minus electricity labour. I suppose even if you wanted to put that up to quid a bottle, it's still good value, and it's brewed with love and care, no doubt. So yeah, without further ado, it's been in the fridge for a long time, so being a pilsner, that's what you want. It's a nice old ice cold beer. It's still warm now. I'm not even sure what the time is, I haven't even looked, but it's still a muggy day. So let's get it cracked open, get it into a glass. Now I'm using one of these glasses, ideal for beers, especially lagers, that sort of thing. So hopefully we're not going to have any mishaps. A lot calmer than the ones I've done, it's got to be said. I did worry about this beer, like I say, talking to him. I love chili, but chili in a beer doesn't really do it for me. But he was telling me the guys from Lord's Brewing tried it. They didn't really pick up the chili, said it was really good. Rob says he notices the chili tingle in the background. So I suppose it's down to individual tastes, but beer in a glass, very sort of, it's a deep amber, plenty of bubbles going up that. I don't know how much you can see, I'm not sure what the light is. There's a little bit of chill haze on the glass, but that is a hazy sort of amber looking pilsner. We got a finger of white head, kind of compact at the bottom of it, but a little bit fluffier on the top, but there's loads of bubbles going up. Like I say, a little bit darker than I'd expect from a pilsner, but is there any rules really? Probably not. As long as it tastes good, who cares? Let me just get rid of that message from my mate JB. So yeah, looks decent. Let's dive in on the nose, give her a sniff. Malty, definitely get a big malty note in there, with a lime zestiness, I'm going to say. There's a zesty kind of lime thing in there. It's an interesting aroma. Fucking flies, get away. Yeah, malty and lime. Whether I'm not really going to say I'm picking any chili up on the nose, but mixed in with everything else, that's not to say it's not there. So big thank you to Rob Walsh from Bramhall Beer Reviews. Cheers, pal. Let's dive in, give her a go. for me, you get the chili in the taste. First impressions. The first impressions was pilsner. It's got that pilsner feel about it. You get the lime, but there is that sort of chili taste in there. And the fact that for me, I think what I get in the taste from the chili is what I was getting in the nose. There was something on the nose that I was getting, and that's coming through on the taste. So I've got to say that's chili. They're my first impressions. Body, all right, you can look at that and go 6.2%. Should it be thick? Should it be heavy? Should it be syrupy? Probably not, but it drinks like a pilsner. Yeah, it's not over heavy, but that's a nice thing. Fucking flies and wasps, get out of the way. It drinks like a pilsner. It drinks how you want a pilsner to drink. The carbonation is nice. Almost, I want to say perfect for the style of beer. Maybe not quite perfect, but the carbonation is bang on. It's certainly enjoyable. It feels like a pilsner when you drink it. Malty, hoppy. Not massively smooth, I would say. Goes down smooth, but it's not massively smooth in the mouth. But again, it's a pilsner. That's not necessarily what you expect from this kind of beer. On the taste, it's a big malty number, but in a different way, in a natural way. You get the lime in there, malty from the start. The lime is there. I think he's got this balanced really well, and now I'm starting, you're still tasting the chili. So for me, on the taste, it starts off with the malt, the lime, chili. The more you drink, that chili comes in on the background, but it's very subtle. It's very subtle. It's not unpleasant. Very drinkable. Now, I did say to Rob, I'm not one for chili in beers. I said that at the start of the video as well. And even though he's got this beer really well balanced for me, you still get that little warmth. And again, I think it's maybe just a style that doesn't do it for me. I like the beer, I do. But there's that little chili thing in the background, and for me personally, if I'm drinking a pilsner, excuse me, if I'm drinking a pilsner, it's a warm day, do you want it ice cold? You don't want that feel of warmth on the background. That's just my personal opinion. But do I think the beer is decent? Yeah, I think he's done a really good job of it. 6.2%. You don't really get any inkling of it, but you know there's a little bit more to it. You know it's not a 4.5, 4.7% beer. You know there's a little bit more there, but I wouldn't say you sort of really get it. Now, I've had a couple already, I'll be honest. I think if you were sessioning this, that 6.2% would catch up on you. Fucking flies, I tell you, I'm going to have to stop sitting out here and doing it. So yeah, the fact that I've had a couple already, I can kind of feel that beer. But otherwise, you don't really get any inkling of that 6.2%. But it's an interesting beer. And as I said, I was talking to Rob before we come on, he goes through all the can't think of the word, but all the boiling of the grain and that, so he really, you know, makes the effort to brew the beer. And I said it's probably a better experience than doing it another way, even though it's more time consuming. And I think it is. I think there is that difference there. It just feels a little bit different. But yeah, it's a really decent beer actually. It is really decent. And what I might not be a big fan of the chili side of it, but what I do like about it is the pilsner side. It does feel like a pilsner. It does feel honest. It drinks like a pilsner. And you know, Rob homebrews. That's not to say he knows loads. He knows shitloads. He knows damn sight more than me. So, but you know, to get a homebrew that actually genuinely feels like a solid pilsner, I think that's something decent. Chili side of it, maybe not for me. The lime I can take in it. It just gives it that zesty feel. But for me, Rob from Bramhall Backroom Brewery, or Bramhall Backroom Brewery's Zeus juice, if you like. Shouldn't be calling him Rob because we want to be promoting this channel. But yeah, it's Zeus juice. Decent drop. Chili, maybe not quite for me. There is a warming on the back. Maybe not what I want, but decent drop. So, if you're lucky enough to be friends with Rob, and you're lucky enough to have had one of them and not drunk it, or if he's given you one, whatever. Babbling now, aren't I? Good drink, interesting drink. So yeah, big thanks to Rob from Bramhall Backroom Brewery. Nice drink. If you get a chance to get it, I don't know if you will, give it a go. If you've had it, let me know what you think. Feel free to comment. Thank you all for watching. Hope you enjoyed it, even though I waffled for fucking minutes and minutes. See you on my next one.